This is my Potter's Journal for May 9th, 2023. In today's video, I will take you through as I struggle through my first attempts at the freehand slip trailing. Not the banding. I become quite good at that. But the freehand slip trailing. This video is also about bowls big enough to put a meal salad in. Maybe even with meat. Okay, a meal for one person. We'll open this video up with the lettuce ladies at the farmer's market who agree with me. The little bowls for side salads are about all that's available commercially with commercial dinnerware. Okay, let's see what happened this week at the farmer's market and then what happened in the studio today. Okay, so here we are at the Swickley's Farmers Market, and there is the sign for the lettuce ladies. And here they are, the entire family. Your stuff is the greatest.
Thank you.
And you really have a passion for this, don't you?
We do.
You know, I think, and maybe you'll agree with me, that bowls should be bigger, almost the size for a meal.
There's not one big enough for a wonderful salad.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get back to the ceramic studio and we will see what we can do in the studio today to sell more lettuce. Thank you. And here we go with the salad bowls. I guess there's no way out of this now. We're going to be decorating them. Not with the sgraffito and not with the brushing on, but with the slip trailing and little squeegee bottles. I said I was going to do it, so how can I get out of it? We've got a white slip and we've got a black slip. I'd like to use more, but that's a good place probably to start. I have looked at so many Pennsylvania slipware pieces, so many English slipware pieces, Hannah McAndrews pieces, but how to develop your own dialogue with the technique. I thought starting with the design brushed on like I put on that jug I showed you could be a starting point. And yes, that is not slip trailing, that's brushing it on, but oh no, here we go. Okay, and we'll give it a little test run over here on the paper. And surprisingly enough, the white on white has worked for me with a clear green glaze. Now this is not going to be a clear green. And okay, that was way too thick. I don't know if I need to come and take a sponge and soak some of that up out of there. And here's the part I should have did first, was the stem. And I don't know that I'm going to... This was a heart on the jug. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that as a heart. Maybe we did. We'll see. And, okay, out of the tulip. When I'm throwing pots, this is where I try to distract you with talk about something else. Okay, to throw off. Okay, your sight of the fact that I don't have slick throwing skills. And that might be what we have to do here too. So anybody that tries the banding that you saw me do in the last video, let me know if that's as easy as I made it look, because yeah, that seemed to come out slick looking. So we have to start somewhere. And I thought by doing these bowls, something to just make and sell as fast as I can. I think that's what they say when, okay, somebody's just put out one of their best movies, award-winning, critically acclaimed, audience loves it, that you just have to go out and not wait for the next great idea, but just get out there and as fast as you can. Okay, do your next 2 movies and get on with it. Okay. Oh, and how do we get that bit that comes out of the top of the tool up here? It's going to have to swing down. That's, oh, no. I don't know that you can do this. But we had to do it once. Oh. Okay, so not. Oh, easy as the masters make it look. We didn't lose the plate, fortunately. And we will have some big bowls to make some big salads in, at least. And sometimes I look back at my first ones of something and think, how come I can't do it like that anymore? So we'll see if these turn out that way. If I do get them to be somewhat slick in the end. If I look back at these thinking, oh, how come I can't do it like that anymore? So I didn't like the Sgraffito because of the dust, but I think the most control is with the Sgraffito. And the combing, brushing on a slip and then combing through it, not as much control. And this I can't imagine. Oh, the amount of pots you'd have to do to develop comfort with the technique. But so many of the Pennsylvania pieces that we admire so much, the folk art pieces, okay, have a roughness, a primitiveness to them, and that seems to be what we like in those pieces. So, okay, now compared to the, see, I was putting a bird, 2 birds, sgraffitoed in, and let's see their tail. And okay, their beak. I don't know that this is going to read even as a bird. The eye, 2 feet. And there's a lot of room down here for a planter, which is what was on so many of the folk art pieces. So okay, you know, maybe we can fit one more tulip, if that's what it is, hanging down over yet to fill this space. So maybe instead of doing a large dinner salad to put a whole meal in, I need to do a large series of small salad bowls just to give this a lot of practice and develop the technique. Even if we can't tell those are birds, okay, maybe they'll just be seen as a decorative element to the plate. Okay, on this last one, I will take inspiration from this Westmore pottery piece and the Moravian slipware, traditional type patterns, and I seem to be getting air now. I don't know why. Okay, so the dots I've done before, they are much easier. I did just mix the slip up, with a mixer. Okay, let's see now. So maybe if you get a pattern with enough stuff going on in it, eventually it can hide and camouflage in some of the awkwardness of it. Okay, and I think that I did see this, I think, somewhere else, that it is the typical Moravian pottery design, so we're looking to the south as opposed to Pennsylvania. Okay, and I've got the squiggly around the outside. Maybe we can still do something in here. Seems like if you do one, I don't remember catching the air before. Today I am catching air. Are you still watching? I don't see how you could be, as I struggled through that. It was hardly upbeat, but I will say, now that I've done this freehand a bit more myself, not just the banding, all the pieces I've looked at, the books I've read, you haven't all been watching my book reviews, and the videos I've seen, I will have much better understanding of it, and actually may be able to focus in on what may be more suited to, at this point, my awkward style and handling of it. It'll take a couple weeks to get these fired, and I can't wait, because I'm looking forward to a big meal-sized fruit salad topped with pineapple, cottage cheese, maybe some dried fruit and nuts, all on a huge bed of lettuce from the Lettuce Ladies. Okay, they're butter crunch, so stop back and see what happens in the studio next week.
Are nutrient dense for you, really good for you. We've got a we have a photographer is what we have.
Yeah.